What is going on with you brothers and what I got going on? Listen, fellas. So, I have recently went to Walgreens over by my house today, and obviously I was telling them that I need to get the picture of just in case I need to schedule to get my transportation. And then so she was like, what do you mean? Because I went by there yesterday. Then I told her I just need to get the information so I can to get the picture done. It says it's about $17 to be about 5 minutes for the passport. And then so she was like, oh, okay. And then so and she tried to make up out of nowhere says that their picture thing is not even work. So I really wasn't upset. I really wasn't bragging, and I really wasn't complaining. And then so went to CVS by then, and obviously theirs is not even working as well because it's even more stopped up. Then I was like, wow. And then so was gonna go to Walmart, but they don't do that there. But I'm going to let my service coordinator or my provider will help me out on this thing because my provider, I know how he feels because he really don't want me to get a transportation just to really get out of the US because how much I really have to get out of the United States of America so I can really move to Canada, UK, or Europe. But no, I'm not going to be getting three houses over there because I can if I really want to set that out. But I really want to live in Vancouver. How much I really do love those coziest places. How much I really do love the snow. How much I really do love getting like a very, very coziest good vibes. I like to see wolves. I like to see foxes. I like to see deers. And I like to see these amazing trees. And I like to see amazing good stuff. Good cup of coffee over there. But Tim Hortons, that's the best cup of coffee from Tim Hortons. And good amount of people there, and everything became even more greener. Sweep streets, everything looking all clear, everything been smelling amazing. And it's not like the Texas weather, it's not like Florida, it's not like California, it's not like New York, it's not like Michigan, it's not like everybody anything else in US. Over there in Canada, I can just feel it, I can just see it before I get there. But UK, Europe, it can be a very, very good ones, but it can be very, very chill and cozy, just like Canada as well. And so, let's get into it. They tried to keep you silent just because you know too much. They could just see it before you speak. And the more you just kept on speaking, the more you just kept on snapping your fingers or clapping your hands or just really feeling yourself and dancing, they try to do everything, try to shut you up. They try to do everything, try to make you mad, try to make you angry, or they try to call you out of your name, gonna call you a bitch, gonna call you all sorts of things, just because they are so intimidated by you. They are so irritated. They are so insecure every time when they see you, just because God is in you, because you are God. You are a king, just because they don't got how you got. They can't act how you act. They don't got standards how you got standards. They don't got self-esteem how much you got self-esteem. It's just because you have a lot of knowledge. You know the knowledge of good and evil, good and bad, righteous, unrighteous, beauty, ugly, angel, demon, karma, and there is some sort of thing that you can break the karma as well. But I don't know what that word is, but it's kind of like reverse, like break the bad luck spell, break the spells for those who try to put spells on you that you got bad luck, or you're trying to like send you curses along your way. Butterfly, a white butterfly, because that was a sign. You are the light. It's just because I am controlling them, just because I own them mentally, and just because I am so detached from the world, material, physical things, and other people as well. Just because whether I see these new shoes, whether I see these new clothes, whether I see this or that, 83rd, I'm just not getting it, just because it is worth than just spending your money, because you don't know what you can do with your money. Like, if you could just put it besides with your business, or if you really have the opportunity to, if you really have the courage, you can really do so. Sorry, it's just these mosquitoes right now just trying to take the energy, because how much I like to take care of my skin, how much I like to take care of the blood as well, because fasting will definitely get your blood clean. Because when you drink so much water, but I know you gotta go fasting with no food and no water, but I know water fasting can be pretty tough, because you need some water. Make sure you don't need to get up just to fell down or passed out, because I remember that I was about to, then I just like head first at the back of the couch, and then that, so, and I didn't even feel anything, but I just like, yeah, get back to bed, whatever. Then I woke up for about 5 hours later, and I was like, wow, okay, so I'm even more alive, I'm even more replenished, and I am more good. This like awareness and raising up my consciousness. And then, so when you go out, people is so freaking silent when they see you, and they just obviously walking away from you. And when you just like walking straight ahead, then you see people turning at the other way, or turning at the other way, left turn or right turn. It's just because your aura, your light, and your energy and your spirit, it really disturbs them, because you ain't even disturbing nobody. Just because you're having a peace of mind within yourself, just because you just know from within you. And it's just because I don't care what they say about me, because their words are not my reality. It's just because I care how I go by. I care what I say. I care about what I think. Just because I can just really channel that around subconsciously. It's just because they don't know how you get so deep. They don't know how you keep on speaking all the truth. They don't know how you keep on speaking all facts. It's just because they try to like gaslight you. Gonna be like, man, he is talking shit. Why you been talking so much shit? He been talking a lot of dumb stuff. He been talking shit. For those who've been thinking like that, and for those who've been talking like that, their mind is at the wrong direction. It's just because their mind ain't even clear, their mind ain't even stable, and their mind is not getting them nowhere but the same reflection on how they really were ever since when they were childs. Every time when I'm trying to get out of my house, about to go to the store, about to go to the park, about to go somewhere, just trying to have a good time about myself. Make sure I don't need to be bothered. I don't need to be annoyed. I don't need to be hesitate. Make sure I don't have to be followed. And make sure I don't have to be gang stalking by these predators, what you call gang stalkers. Narcissists, jealousy, haters, energy vampires. Yeah, that is another white butterfly. Man, I am in the road today. So, those are the ones who are very jealous of you, but they like you at the same time, but they hate you the most. But thank you, because they are making you famous behind the curtain. And they are not going to believe on how they make them believe. It's just because that person's not going to agree what they say. That person's not going to believe what they say, just because they can look at that person's eyes that it's just boring, ignorance, nonsense, cesspool. It's just a bomb, a full of cap. It's just because they ended up boring. Because just like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, every time when they see me, everywhere I freaking go, it could be right here at this park. It could be around here. It could be anywhere else. Be at the coffee shop. Be at the bookstore. Or be at my favorite park at the Fairy Tale Park over there at the west side. Or it could be anywhere else to really enjoy myself. Every time when they see me, or whether they follow me, they be in their feelings real easy. They be in their feelings just because They want my attention. And then so, if so, don't unlock it. Keep your energy unlocked. Keep everything within you locked. Because don't ever unlock it. Because if you do unlock, everybody's trying to come in and they're trying to take everything what you got. And just like I said before, earlier this year, why cutting the ties is the best decision. I love cutting the ties just because I am even more alert. I am even more healthier. I am even more clean. I am even more focused. I am even more going forward, going straight, not going to the left, not going to the right, not going backwards. Just because I really want to go straight so I can make it to that kingdom because it is already within me. Because they trying to keep you silent because you are the dude that knows too much. And in this book about several months ago, I don't know what's in January or February at the Barnes and Noble, it says the boy who knows too much or something like that. I don't know what to do. Like I'm kind of mysterious, or I don't know what to do. Like got like a bat, baseball looking whatever. I don't know because as I seen that, it says the name of the title. The name of the title of the book says the boy who know too much or the boy who knew too much. Just because it kind of remind me of myself to get back to my presence, like the man who knows too much, because they try to keep you silent just because they could just see it, whether you just be on your phone, whether you just looking at these emails, text messages, just because you just keeping yourself hyped, you just keeping yourself humble, just because for those who really don't want you to give up. So yesterday I was talking to my cousin. Freaking flies, man, come on. Okay, so I was talking to my cousin yesterday, so he was pretty excited because me and my cousin felt each other's presence, and he was talking how the way I was talking, and then so he tried to like be like, hey, you've been staying out of trouble. Then I was like, bruh, when you heard my presence and when he said all of that stuff there and have to correct him in a very, very righteous way, it's because his dad got out of prison back in 2020, I'm sorry, 2020 in February 8th or 9th somewhere. And he been getting me the most reality checks. And I accept it just because it makes me growing, it makes me a man. Just because it really makes me keep on going, just because I really don't want to be like these people that I see out here, just because I really want to be lost. I really want to be miserable. I really want to be distracted. I really want to be that person that just like a know-it-all, really want to show out. It's just like, who's this? Who's that? Okay. Raven Eastwood, aka Raven Catwolf, and you said, we chosen ones have to experience hardship so we can learn how to empathize with others. Facts. It's just because you have to empathize the righteous ones though, because I know for a fact is this, when I'm just trying like my presence is so freaking strong everywhere I freaking go. It's just being so loud. Obviously if your energy is so low but they can still feel it, it's just like my energy is definitely still high, just because whether it's low, it's just because I have not been sleeping very well. Just because my mind have been racing with so much miracles, with so much cosmetic, and just because caffeine, whatever, and I really want to go outside so freaking bad so I can just really long walk because so freaking energy. But some people are going to be like, yeah, if you don't get any sleep at all, it's definitely going to decrease your testosterone. It's going to increasing a lot of cortisol and a lot of estrogen. But what I did about that when I don't sleep, I went for my morning walk and it really increases oxygen. And yesterday at my live stream I was talking about, they will check you out, but don't fall for it. Stay focused. It did not hurt myself that estrogen. I mean oxygen, because when you run, you have to close your mouth so you can breathe in your nostrils, so it can really get the bladder, get the kidneys, get everything going so it can be more improved. Drink you some water as well and take you a nice cold bath or take a cold shower, just because I love taking cold showers, just because I don't run if I got my mouth open like the movie John Q a long time ago. It was Denzel Washington's son was like going on a run, and he had like a terrible heart attack. And I remember that he had like a surgery, and that there had really inspired me. It just like that was very impressive. And dude, and I was so afraid to run, but it really wasn't that bad, just because how much running is so important. It's better for your lower body and your upper body. It's good for the brain as well. Just because when you run like a long walk, and when you run, it definitely gives you a lot of mobility, and you it's not angry at all. You're not even stressed or depressed, just because you're just doing things around like a hard way and like a hardship. Just because, as I said before, and I said it again, the people that have been driving up and down your street, chasing you everywhere you go, they're just not coming into your life just to stay, just trying to manipulate you, be in your head, make you depressed, stressed, let them winning over you to take over your life so they can do whatever they really want at the side. They ain't doing that. It's just all a test. But after you pass that test, it's not going to be around. They are not going to drive at your street no more. They're not going to follow you nowhere anymore. They're not going to be around at the coffee shop where you at. They're not going to be at the Barnes & Noble where you at. They're not going to be nowhere where you go. It's just because you kept on having faith. You kept on having believing. You kept on going and going. Because God doesn't care what you're going through. He doesn't care about none of that nonsense. He only cares, are you going to keep his commandments? Are you going to keep his laws? Are you going to keep his statutes? Are you going to keep on having the faith in his son, the black Messiah, Jesus, the Christ? Are you going to keep these things, or you really want to be like the rest that is trying to manipulate you, and then so to be more aggressive, to be more ruthless, so just to get what they got? I don't want to be that example. God wants to know what side you're going to be on. I'd rather be in the Most High God's side, because I see the differences between the good and the evil, the righteous and the unrighteous. I got the knowledge of it, because I got the knowledge of sobriety versus getting high on drugs. And I see the knowledge of celibacy and those who've been watching that dirty websites or whatever it is. I got the knowledge of all of that because I'm not asleep, just like everybody else is, because they don't got no awareness and they don't know what's really going on. And it's still a joke to them. Till this day, it's still a joke. It's just because they ain't humble like I am. So, let's see what you said. I want to get a job so I can move to a big city. And next you said, from there, I want to get another job that is stable enough so I can save up and move out of America. I'm right with you on that one, Raven Cat Wolf. I'm right with you. It's just because this is the last level. This is the last level of living in the America. And when we will move out of the America and move for where we really about to go, this is going to be the next chapter, the new beginning for those who kept on believing. It's like a reset and rewind. Like, it's not going to be everything how it really is in America, the whole city of Texas. But when we will, it's going to be like a whole new different vibe. It's going to be like a whole new different thing, which means you ain't going to be going through no crap in Canada, UK, Europe. Because I heard from this band, To Obey a Tyrant, which means they're having like a podcast interview like about 1 hour, which means the British food is definitely amazing. Halloumi cheese. halloumi cheese is the best British food, which means I love British food because, yeah, it's about to be 2 weeks. I think it's about to be tomorrow or Thursday. Dude, and just saw the thumbnail of her because, like, she is a very, 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 very sweetheart. Like, she is a very, very free spirit. It's just because her ancestors are definitely very, very poetic. It's just because what I was thinking. It's just because my cousin-in-law, my cousin's hair is even more different. It's just because she is from Michigan, by the way, the city of Detroit, and that is how I have met my trainer here. And the light-skinned dude is definitely from Detroit, and he kind of looked like my cousin at first when I basically had met him. And when I look deeper at his image of the face, he looked like somebody that I have cut him off. It's just because he claimed that he knows the law. He claimed that it's just this and that. Because I know that he's an alpha male, but I don't give a fucking shit if you're an alpha male that you can be a man. You could just like get a lot of women. You could just like have a lot of friends on Instagram. And in reality, just because if I'm just being around with so many alphas, I kid you not, my freaking energy is gonna be freaking drained. And I remember about in December, somewhere on that Saturday, I don't know, was it in Christmas or whatever, because I was right over there. Then I freaking seen this alpha male looking all big and shredded with his freaking shirt off, and then all that there. And when this dude see me, and we locking the eyes at each other, and the dude's like just like went for his walk and whatever. And where is he at? He didn't came around. It's just because he looked at me that I am a Sigma male, aka lone wolf, the antisocial, cutting the ties, ASPD, antisocial personality disorder. It's just because I don't fuck with nobody. It's just because the only thing I fuck with is give it about 5 or 6 people. It's just because they are one of me and we are one of us. It's just because we rather have like we rather have like a small group, because we don't give a fuck about fitting in. It's just because we don't need that large friends, just because that is why we stuck together, like in a very, very conscious way, because we put in the conscious effort. Just because we can send some people who are phonies, we can send people who are clowns, we can send people who are having a mental retardation issues. We can see people who have like a mental problem. We can see people who have like a mental health problem. It's because you can sense people who don't take baths, who don't take showers. You can sense people that just smelling like onions. It's just because they have no worth, they have no self-esteem, they have no standards. It's just because they are not even inspiring themselves. Just because like attracts like. It's just because they be around with the boring ass people. Whether they be around with people who smoke, whether they party, whether they make fun of other people, laughing at other people. And guess what? They be around them for those who really are. And let's see what you're talking about. I always wanted to leave America even when I was a child. I always thought about America was boring. Dude, America is hell. That's why they call it Babylon the Great. So-called Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, 666. And that is why I am almost leaving out of America, because I got like about more steps away, because I gotta go through another war, because watch, nobody's not gonna get in my way. For those who've been following me at the coffee shop or at the Barnes & Noble or at the park or whatever, just like I see those idiots over there just like hiding themselves with this type of gray truck or whatever, because I know for a fact I cannot be lost. I cannot be confused. I cannot be tripping, just because those motherfuckers over there are the real predators, are the real rapists, just because they try to look at my life, how my life is even more better, just because they can go ahead and follow me around everywhere I go when I have a long walk, just because I don't fuck with them. And I don't need to, just because They are not important. They don't matter just because they are not exist. Because I know that they are freaking listening right now just because I have a lot of guts talking about this here. Just because I don't need to fuck around with these people around here just because I am nothing like them. I don't go through how they go through. I am not in the whack ass environment like they do. I am not miserable like they do. I don't be at the house all day, every day, living my life like prison. It's just because I'm just so damn scared to go face the real world. I'm just so freaking scared to face the world. Make sure I don't gotta get touched. Dude, everybody is so freaking paranoid around here just because you can just fucking see it. Because I'm about to go home just because that motherfucker over there in that freaking gray truck is definitely tripping, bro. Because I don't give a fuck who he is. That motherfucker gotta go find somebody else who they can chase. Because I kid you not, you ain't gonna get in my way because it is impossible. Because I am making it out to be impossible. It's just because I don't fuck with these people that I see over here. Just because they ain't on my level and they won't ever will be. Because I see them as they are the devil's children. Because every time when I see them, dude, how the way they carry so much negativity, they always making me being better than them. They always making me winning just because I am taking heed and they are being controlled by society. They are being controlled by the devil. It's just because they ain't even aware of what's really going on in the news. They ain't even aware of what's about to take place and come to pass. And they don't know that this world is coming to an end. Because this is a spiritual World War III, but it's not happening physically yet. This is a spiritual World War III. Because I cannot be lost. I cannot be that confused. People in the hood don't read. People in the hood don't even study. People in the hood don't take notes. People in the hood just don't even apply it. It's just because they could just see that that is boring. It's just because they are boring. So, don't get mad at me. Get mad how the way you live. So don't hate me. Hate the society on how your mind is poison. And they ain't gonna be like, man, he's talking shit. Man, let's go beat his ass, man. Let's go to the south to go blow up his dude. They think that I'm just talking so much shit because I am giving you game. I am giving you truth. I'm giving you reality checks. I am giving you all of this. Get mad at the society just because how they really took away your youth. But guess what? I am still winning to this day. My youth ain't even gone. It's just because I'm not new to this. I am true to this. Just because I am speaking a lot of gems. I am speaking a lot of truth because I have more rhythms because of my leaderness, because I am right back again. Oh, snap. It's just because they try to keep you silent. It's just because you are the dude that knows too much. Not you know everything. Not you know it all. You just know too much because you are a psychic. Because something about you was like, so freaking, I don't know what it is, it just like flow in my ear. And I freaking hate that thing. But that's why I got to freaking use my earplugs to keep it through it. Just because you don't know what is about to get into your ear. Whether you just like to be at the park, just like lay down in the bench to like close your eyes and meditate. Just to look at the good sky so you can look at the eagles, look at the airplane, look at all things to the sky to make sure things won't be in your ear. Just because that's why I got to use my earplugs, like the earpiece, just to keep me aware, which means not listening to nothing. No music, no YouTube videos, no podcasts, just straight nature. Just because so you can focus on your surroundings to make sure of what is about to pop off, because your intuition is giving you signals, give you warnings and signs, because God is definitely right here all along. Just because you ain't no follower just like the others. You are a leader because you are your authority of your own campaign. Because that is why they don't understand you, just because you are too hard for them, just because you are so hard to talk to, just because they cannot break you, just because they cannot, they don't make you. I mean, they don't make you. You are so hard to talk to, just because they cannot get to the level where you at, just because they don't make you, just because they don't pay for your phone bill, they don't give you clothes, they don't pay for your haircut, they don't pay for your new shoes, they don't pay for your caffeine, food, drinks like water, or like coconut water, or purified water, or something for you. They don't give you things like hygiene, cologne, soap, but they think that they buy you, but obviously you own them, just because those are your puppets. But nah, but obviously they might be villains, alright, just because they are a freaking predator, but you could just see how the life they're living, because about them is so freaking stinking about them, just because I really don't want to be around that, just because some people are just gonna call me a bitch right now. I'm sorry to say that. I'm about to pass, because I don't want you to be my bitch though, because the hell with you. Sorry, but not sorry. But I gotta say sorry to myself, because I really want to be wrong. But obviously, so yeah, America have always been boring, because everybody really wants to move here to live in the American dream, just because this is not always the American dream, because this has been the American nightmare. But you can get like signs when you wake up from a dream, and so you can write that down, so you can manifest into your reality. It can be like the dream for your sleep, but it could be in a different way. But it could be like those clothes, but a different clothes. But it could be like an action, but kind of like a new action. It's just like, okay, so I dream about this, I remember this. This is even more doper than just a dream, just because for a fact you have always put it in the conscious effort, just because you ain't even afraid of when it gets to your interiogy, which means your I dignify. Hey Cujo, how are you? You see this dog right here? This is my sister's dog. So it's a very, very nice one, because like this is not my dog, but this is my, the green light is on. Wow. Wow. I see the green pokey light. Woo! I know they're washing. I know they're washing. Well, hi. What brings you in? So, do you think that you just trying to hide the truth from me? Do you think that you just can hide it? Obviously, I'm sorry, Cujo. I cannot play right now, but just give me a moment. But you can be right here. So, yeah, I am feeling pretty well. I am feeling pretty good, obviously. I'm just really staying out of the way, just because I really don't want nobody to be in my way, just because I just love my solitude, just because focusing on something else where it can really get me a higher consciously. And hi sis. Obviously focusing on someone else, that can really lead me better to a better direction. Yes. Come here, come here. Right here? Or the other way? Right here or the other way? This way? Right here? Here you go. Okay, let me know where you're done, Gabe dog. You feel good?
Jesus, that's real bad. Real bad.
Gabriel is out. Anyways, as I was saying, just trying to find the way how Okay, cool. Make sure Cujo doesn't be over here. Okay, so as I was saying, they try to keep you silent just because you just know too much, just because you ain't seeking of how that is not even you. Obviously, you don't care of what they got. You don't care what they got going on because you don't care what they do because you ain't living your life for them. They just living a life of, they are living their life for each other. Just because, why don't you try to like go to the barbershop, about to go to the gym at the back of the barbershop, and I see this person like driving like some white Jeep with like a dark rims, whatever, and yes, you good. For me, when I'm getting on. Is that cool? Okay, so as I was saying, person with the white Jeep with the dark rims, all the freaking rims all pitch black, and you see the person just like them drive through as well, like a turn, or that person with the white Jeep is right there as well. And then the person kind of like the left side is like the window is like cracked up. It's like sitting right there. I was like, dude, y'all need to go somewhere else. Go at the other side of town or go at the other city because I don't F with you. I don't care who you are. Just because y'all won't ever get to me. Because y'all can be in your cars. But make sure don't let your freaking windows stay down because I don't want to see your face. I don't care if it looks good or hot or pretty, whatever. It's even rusty on the inside because I was going to say the other word. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you dress like. I don't care what you smell like. I don't care what kind of whatever it is. I don't care if you wear all of these sundresses. I don't care if you wear dresses just trying to show your cleavage, trying to show all of them nice legs. That there is a teacher thinker just because you don't love yourself truly. You don't serve yourself how much you want to give it to the Most High. How much you don't even read, that you don't study, you don't take notes, and you don't apply them. Just because you ain't being real with yourself, just how much you are being fake to others, just because you really want to get a quick release, or just because you really want to commit suicide from within. But when they see me everywhere I go, and I'm just speaking a lot of different stuff, they try to be like all name calling or this and that because I know my standards, I know my self-esteem. It's not because of my pride, which means I don't believe in the word pride. I know it says all in the Bible. As I was saying, this is how I truly speak. Because I am brutally positive all the time. I'm not doing this for no money. I'm not doing this to get no views or no attention because I don't give a crap about views. I don't give a crap about followers or none of that. It's just because in my reality, I'm just living from within. Just because I don't want to be around with so much people. I don't want to be around with the crowd because if I do, I cannot breathe. Spiritually, mentally, and physically, I can't breathe. It's just because I gotta find a way to escape. I'm trying to find a way to hide. Just because I don't got nobody who can take me somewhere, and it's just because I gotta walk there to myself. Just because I'm trying to like find a way like where I can get a ride. Just because my provider is definitely having his so he just got his knee surgery done, and obviously I don't know what day or what week he's supposed to be here in September, so I can really find a way to make sure I don't have to beat. Who the hell is this person right here, obviously? Because I've been seeing this freaking truck right here. Gang stalkers, perverts, predators. I cannot have no peace of mind on my own. And this is why I'm focusing on somebody else that I never met, that I've never seen, just because that is where my truth in here. Just because I'm not focusing on nobody that I see out here. Just like, for example, my cousin gonna be like looking at me like, then I gave him the look like. I can see what you see, but his is even more cheaper, but mine is even more deeper. Well. I'm not gonna call the cops. I'm not paranoid. It's kind of like, what is it? Okay, cool. I'm not gonna call the cops, and I'm not even paranoid or scared, just because I just don't want to be bothered, okay? And my cousin is right outside as well, because he would have helped me out. You are being watched. Yeah, because of that green polka dot light right here at the other side. Nice. I don't care what they are doing. I don't care if you are a party animal. I don't care if you get drunk. I don't care if you get high. I don't care if you're messing around every man or every woman. I don't care what the hell you do, because that is not how the life I live. That is not the reality I go by. That is not my sweet spot, because they try to claim that it is mine. Because it is all a lie. Because I know for a fact they is living as somebody else's life that is truly them. I am living at my own life. It's like 2017 all over again. It's like I have woke up physically of no sleep. Yes, because I woke up out of my sleep, just got to sit down in the kitchen table. My mind's like so much brain fog, and I was just feeling so much well. Just because I don't even say nothing, because I just have that telepathy of someone else. Just because, am I still trying to stay up to this day of no going to bed, like not being in my bed, not going to sleep anymore? I'm still fighting for that, just because I really want to go back to my bedroom sleep. And am I still struggling to that? Yes. Because I gotta constantly drink coffee, energy drinks over, and then I'm still be in my bed and sleep. Just because I really don't want to focusing on nobody that I really want to be around. Just because it's not because that they gave me a chance. It's just because I was focusing on the wrong thing, that it's not even me. But just because that's why cutting tight is the best thing. But they can watch it, just because it is impossible. Just because that is not my dignity. Just because when you are a lone wolf, antisocial, this is the best thing. Just because I may not got the social skills, and I may not got the charisma skills to go out to be all this. Just because I am a true enigma, which means mysterious, which means so difficult to understand and misunderstand, which means I won't ever be understand. Just because I am living another life, which means I'm not claiming about it, just because this is my truth. Just because I can always read other people. Because I was watching on the news yesterday of what was going on over there in Urban at this place, whatever. It was like a shooting, and out of nowhere. And I was making a video last night of when once you are awakened, there is no going back, which means no turning back and no looking back. That person have saved my life. That person have hacked me on Facebook back in June. All of my stuff had been deleted just because the people who I was following, all the good musicians, YouTubers, the people that I was so much inspired, whether I look at their new music and look at their new gigs and the new rehearsal and new stuff, or the city of Salem, Massachusetts, I was following at their I was following at their garden, which means how you can make your own garden, how you can make your own plants, which means to keep things like growing. Because how much I love herbs, how much I love making plants, how much I just like to make my own farm. And I'm not talking about the country at the farm at the west part of Texas. Have you heard of a rapper called Immortal Technique? That sounds familiar, but I never heard of him. Ooh, man. Damn, man, that scared me. Oh, that's Uncle Mark. Tell him I say hi. Oh, that's a new truck?
Yeah.
I was wondering. Cool. I thought it was somebody else because I've been seeing that truck often, but why is my uncle haven't let that out his window? Gonna be like, "What's up, nephew? What you been walking up to? I've been saw you walking everywhere, man. You tripping?" I'm just trying to exercise just to get my body even more better. Why you didn't go up to the park by your house? I used to like a long walk just to really challenging myself to get my body balanced, like to fight off the disease, bacteria, and toxins. Man, you tripping? How am I tripping? Because I am focusing on my mental health, Uncle. And that there makes absolutely no sense. He has a song called Point of No Return. You should listen to it sometime. What you doing, gay dog? Oh, you want to be on the camera?
Hello.
Cool. And I will listen to it after the live stream. Remember the woman that looks mad? That I show you the picture? Looks like a wolf. The woman I've been thinking about for 5 years. Oh, why? You didn't want to hear it? It can be heard right now on that polka dot, like the green poke, because I am making it out to be, but it can be whatever I set in my mind to it could be. Yeah, Point of No Return. I will listen to it when I will have the opportunity after the live stream. And let's see what 46%. Okay, hold on. 1 second. I get like a notification here. Alright, cool. I thought it was like these type of whatever it is. Well, I really don't want to know about because I can care less about the authorities, but I really don't want to read none of that stuff. Like, let's start with the Q. I don't need to read none of that because I see it just more than just reading it. I could just see it because I was scrolling through it for my whole entire life, ever since childhood, towards my family, at years in school. But dude, I know, I just freaking know just because I really wasn't born yesterday and I really wasn't born last night, just because I am even more truthful about this because that is my royalty, because I am even more true to it, but not even trying to be new to it, because if you know what I meant. And who are these, by the way? And I like these as well. I really do like these, but I gotta kind of like stay away from that stuff as well. But I do go pretty I can cut things off, obviously. I kind of seen this white truck all the time right across the street by my freaking house. All of a sudden, I've been seeing that truck been really following me around, obviously. That's another freaking predator too. And my apologies. It's because when you are a higher vibrator of your frequency, when you are awakened in Christ consciousness. Okay, wait. Man, I was about to say this. I think it says new video, dating motivation, something like that. Because I was watching it and I was just watching it again today. It's because you are into your presence in a newer future. Just because I'm trying to break that down to make it more sense. Just because you are in your own future in this present reality. Just because you see things differently than just your third eye. Because people need weed. People need psychedelics like shrooms. Any other these hardcore stuff to get their third eye open. Just because they can just go on living dreams. You can just go by wild and now. You can just go by of laugh and living in the Christianity world. But when it gets to me, I don't need none of it. All I need is my... I'm trying to breathe like that, good and heavy, just because the cigarette smoke is all over the place. Just because I really don't want that to get into my lungs. How much I really don't want it to drain my lower legs. Just because If you're just being around with so much people who just like smoking weed and cigarettes at the same freaking time, and you just feel like you just drained, like your body is shaking, and then your legs just cannot get stronger, and it's kind of like you have relapse of no fap and retention, just because I'm trying to do my best, not try to be around with that, just because I be in my room a lot. Because I be in the house when nobody ain't around. Just because I like to have my quiet time. I like to have my peace and solitude. So I can just like lay down in the couch, just like meditate, close my eyes, just like having the air conditioner on, just to really be in my presence. And I don't listen to nothing. I don't be on my phone. See what she said. Psychedelics are risky because you don't know if you will have a good or bad experience when using it. Obviously, I'm not going to use it just because I know how that stuff would definitely make it become. Because I have seen this YouTuber named Gabe Got That Glow. He was definitely using that psychedelics about 2 years ago. It's just because I have seen some kind of differences in him, just because he haven't been making daily videos, just because you could just sense some type of how he was from the beginning and how he was now. And just because I just know something about it, like this YouTuber named Spiritual Soul, like Soul Illuminati. It's just like you see the differences of how he was before having 1 million subscribers. Like I subscribed to him when he had like about 300 something thousand or 400 something thousand, when he was like going all in, just like at the other side of direction, which means the righteous direction. And when he became even more weird and weird, but obviously he ain't the weirdest than me, because I love when people call me the weirdo, just because I am the weirdest, because I am rich. Just because if I really wasn't the weirdo, if I really wasn't the weirdest, the weirdo, I would have be ended up boring just like them, like everybody else. I would be ended up boring like everybody else, just because I would be soft. I would be picky. I would be a yes man. I would be a nice guy. I would be having like a bubbly mouth, like big bubble fluffy cheeks, like a fat gut. Just like you see some type of people at school, whatever. But I do like those type of people, just because those are the true nerds. But at the end of that, dude, they are getting the realest stuff, because I respect those type of dudes with this type of shape, just because those are the type of people who I like to be around, just because they have always, dude, they deserve so much good stuff. Just because I don't be around with those who really want to pick on other people, bullying on other people, just because nerds are the creative ones, just because they are optimists. Just because I was like that too at the very, very young age. Because I had like a big gut as well. And that is why, and back in 2010, in November, October or November 2010, had like a gut. In 2011, I lost a lot of pounds. In 2014, in the beginning of 2015, about to be 2016, I had like a gut, like I was kind of like even more big, like swole, like I could just like mess up everything. Like this wrestler, Braun Strowman, how he really was from the beginning, like the black sheep, like like big gut, big arms, and now transformation, the shaved buzz head with the beard, even more swole. Like he got like this intense monster leg muscles and a good abs. Dude, he looks like a beast, and I like that, and I seen his transformation because okay, let's see, it changes people mentally. I watched Soul Illuminati when he had like 20K subscribers. Woo! When he used to play NBA 2K all the time. Okay, so I didn't know Soul Illuminati, but I know Spiritual Soul before Soul Illuminati. And everybody just kept on exposing him. Just because I was like doing my own thing, but I was still like watching around. But at the time, but he was talking about World War III. It's already here. But this is spiritual World War III because everybody is not even aware of what's really going on because you can still live your life like it's dude. Back from the beginning in February, it was definitely fearing everybody. But it says in these last days, y'all should hear wars, rumors of wars, and it really scared everyone because it says in the Bible that that there shall not be trouble, which means you should not be afraid of that. Because if you believe in God, if you believe in Christ, if you believe in that, you should not be afraid of it. And just because if you believe that this is not your home, this is not your land, that is the reason. Just because Braun Strowman, oh, for real, Braun Strowman just returned to WWE. Ah. And I heard Bray Wyatt too. Bray Wyatt too, which means the Fiend. It's just because I was definitely consciously about it. Because I was putting in the conscious effort. Oh my goodness. Whew. I know for a fact that Braun Strowman, that is the man of it. Because I know. Man, I just freaking know. Because he cannot. Just know that he was going to come back. Just because something in my spirit says that he will just give it about an effort of time. Okay, my apologies. Make sure that it's not somebody else trying to freaking follow. Just because, you know, obviously, I'm not scared of anything because I can walk around whatever I really want to walk around, okay? Just because as long I am consciously woken, because people are still not even woke for a reason because they are still asleep because it's just like this song by Snoop Dogg featuring Whiskey, yeah, Young and Wild and Free. That's what they live in now. They are living in it. They are living in that. They are living in this world. It's like Young and Wild and Free, but obviously this world is about to be destroyed. Oh. Stephanie McMahon rehired Braun Strowman after Vince McMahon fired him. Yeah, everybody don't even like that dude, but obviously, I remember the one from CM Punk and Vince McMahon. That was the hilarious one because, yeah, because it kind of reminded me of Donald Trump a little bit. I mean, a little bit, but kinda. But I like Donald Trump. It's just because everybody in the world don't even like Trump, but I just like it because he speaks a lot of real shit. Just because I just love to be a weirdo, just because I won't ever pick nobody's side, just because everybody is slowly to hate Joe Biden, just because I seen this video here that he is to start to declare war. Then I was like, yup, this is it, we're about to go home, up to the kingdom. But everybody was like, but you cannot live forever. Dude, watch. When you believe in the Bible through Genesis to Revelation, King James Version through Apocrypha, it's not gonna seem like how they taught you in the Christian church. Stephanie McMahon owns WWE now in Triple H. Wow, he writes the show. Yeah, because I figured it's a script because I know like how it becomes to it. Because I know in reality they ain't just like how it really is. Just because you just gotta like see it through it. Just because I know that it's fake, just because to make the fans and artists to pump up. Just because I heard that there was here in Fort Worth like about in June or somewhere, because I really want to go to it because I heard that Money in the Bank was about a year ago in July because everybody was so obsessed. But I really didn't want it to go because I'm happy that I didn't, because I was just so much into nature, how much I do love nature. Just because how much I do like to get like fresh air, and I like to look at skies like this as well. So just in case you can see like on this clouds like this, just because I'm so much into it, it's just because like a good cosmetic. It's just like cloud nine. Like, you don't need drugs, you don't need weed, you don't need things to get you like be like a California hipster dude, just like dumbness. But I'm not like that type there. Just because they look like they look like they don't even take baths or showers. They just look like they don't got nothing going on, just really living a la land, which means their fantasy world, which means their imagination there does not even exist. Because I'd rather just live in the other world in the other way, so I can just make a discovery of how I can really call my own, just not even wasting things away. Because that is how I just know so freaking much, just because they try to keep me quiet. And they're gonna be like, man, you just talking so much shit, man, you just talking shit. Because their mind is at the wrong direction, just because their mind, I mean, their eyes ain't even open, their mind ain't even clear, because they really want to clean it all up. But yeah, I got like a freaking whatever it is, just because I don't know, because like the weather is changing, the weather is changing, just because like y'all see that I had the problem right here. Like, allergies was so freaking bad, I've been coughing, I've been sneezing, but I'm happy I gotta keep on going through it. Just because I really don't want to take no aspirin, I really don't want to take none of it, because I'm completely against that. Because if I did take like aspirin, whatever, I feel like I'm drained, I'm sick or whatever, just because I really don't want no poison in my body. Just like what Phil said into the comments about in February 1st or February 2nd, somewhere in this year. Just because I really don't want it, just because it's poison. Just like he says, CBD is poison, which means I tried the CBD like about 2 weeks ago. I tried the one, it can definitely to cleanse everything, like from your body, to get rid of it, which means it was so freaking good. Then that I don't want to take it anymore, just because I am good now and I'm even more recovered, just because I'm even more alertness. Nice, I see another freaking predator really wants to drive up to my street. They gotta be so exhausted of doing this. They are so freaking exhausted. Like, they should have freaking gave up right about now. They must be so freaking exhausted, they should have gave up. But I will make them gonna give up, which means to the conscious mind and use it conscious and subconsciously. But watch, it's all about passing the test. It's all about having faith, having belief. Obviously, they ain't for me. It's because it is impossible, because I am making it out to be. It's because I am making them how they really are. What they say, or what they drive, what they go by, because I am making it out to be. Just because I don't want them to be in my way, I don't want them to be in my shoes. They could stay right here. Whether I'm about to be at the coffee shop before they will, they could be right there, and I'm about to go further to another coffee shop. Just because I really don't want to be followed. Great, the freaking door is just locked, just because I have a very jealous brother, just because I don't care. Because I was about to come in, about to go get my charger so I can charge my phone as well. Aww, I got a jealous brother, because I don't care about his feelings, I don't care about his emotions, just because he can't break me. Just because my mind said it's not a nigger. My mind said it's not a hood. My mind said it's not in these ghettos. My mind said it's not dropping the property. He can hate me all he wants, just because he hates himself. He doesn't respect himself, just because nobody doesn't respect him. I respect myself so much, because I am getting a lot of respect out here. Just because I am healing myself, I am working myself, I am bettering myself, just because I am still healing myself. When I am trying to sit by myself, I'm not trying to be bothered, but obviously they just be right there, and obviously I am getting all eyes on me, and I am getting people choosing the signals. But that is why I'm trying to focus on what I'm seeing on my phone, so I can read this and read that, so I can like watch this, so I can get out of that video, take notes, so I can put in more effort again, just because I am on the mission. I am at the other way around it. That's what my life is all about, just because I have no time to really live my life like these followers, just like these weed smokers out here, just because they dumb, because they like to be dumb, and just because they chose that route. because they like to do dumb stuff just because that is their identification. That's how they really are. They don't want to change it. They don't want to fix it. They look old because they look like ass because they don't gotta smell like it because of the face like it. Of the TV show South Park. Every time I see that, it kind of reminds me of it as well. So let's get to what you said. WWE is entering again since they have taken over the company since a few weeks ago. Wow. I thought they did. Oh, wait, what you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because of what my good old god brother was definitely telling me about further months ago, obviously. And it was definitely even more aware. It was aware. So I'm think I'm pretty hungry because I haven't ate anything since earlier this morning because trying to fight over the appetite because my stomach was constantly like grr, grr, grr. It just like explode. It just like, man, the hunger just kind of getting stronger. The hunger is getting stronger because I don't want to feel like no vampire. Just because I really don't want to feel like I only got to eat animals and drink someone's blood. And just because I do have a good appetite, just because I have to control it, and just because everybody is trying to brainwash me, it's going to be like, Roger, you need to eat, man. You need to eat. Don't starve yourself because if you don't eat, it's going to shut down your body. It's definitely going to make your organs to shut down. But no, that's what I haven't heard by the Israelites because I like it what I do fast, but I can do it for about 24 hours because I did it 24 hours before because I can do it if I really wanted to. Just because famines are around the corner, but that's what they don't believe. But when the famines gets here, you got to prep. But that's why people in the hood really don't because they like to eat McDonald's all the time because they like to eat humans. Because they don't even study, they don't read. It's just because their mind's so lost just because they are living on the phone. Because whatever they watch, whatever they listen to, that's what they go by. Because that's why they don't like to apply. Just because I like to read, just because I know so much. Because they try to make me to stay silent. Because I am the dude that knows so much. Don't get mad at me. Hate the way you live. So don't hate me. Hate the society. Because how they poison your mind. Or how they make this community to live this way. Fact. Because I have standards. Aww, it's the truth hurts. Whether you accept it, whether you just toss it and walk away. It's just that simple. So, if you do watch WWE, check out Karen Cross. He is amazing. Okay, I'm up. Is it the dude kind of like satanic? It's like tick tock, time's up. Because I seen the one Friday like how this dude like put it in the freaking sleeper hole. It's man like that kind of makes me so freaking laughing because it was just like, man, yeah, I figure it. I don't know what's his ethnicity. I don't know what is ethnicity. Is he British or is he kind of whatever? Because I can sense that he's into that metal music. Satanic dude. Yeah, he really is. But it's more like one of those Coldplay t-shirt. It's called Black Craft Coat. I am into that type of shirts because I can sense that he's into that type of shirt as well. Because I like those type of shirts because I did have the t-shirt of it that I'm trying to look for about 3 years. Because I bought that shirt about in September 2017, about 5 years ago this day, September. And dude, because I can see myself wearing those type of shirts because Seth Rollins made that shirt because it was him wearing how it says create your future. But I'm trying to look for that shirt everywhere. But I know when it gets to myself what I put it at, just because I cannot be that lost and confused. But obviously, it was gone just because. But guess what? I can pre-order it. I can pre-order it. Just because I am just a dude that just knows so much. Just because I read, I study, and I apply it. Just because I am apply about it. Just because they don't read. Because They are living in the phone. They are living through these movies and TV shows. At least I am the number one percenter. I'm the number one percenter just because they are the 99 percenter. Just because I am a winner, because I am focusing on winning, because losers are focusing on me. Look how the way they're responding to me. Look everywhere they try to follow me and watch and see. They are losers, like losers everywhere. They're focusing on me just because I am matter. This is why they don't get no good sleep. It's just because I am matter, because I am important. That's why they cannot stop following me everywhere I go, because I am just some dude. They don't ever expect it to be, okay? They said he is from Sin City, which is Las Vegas, Nevada. I figured that. But he is from New York City, okay? So I know he's from New York, but I was wondering what it says ethnicity, which means nationality. But they kind of look like I don't know, because of the frame. Because I can tell that he's into more like a metal music, because like I'm into that stuff as well. And just because I rather prefer to be a nerd than just living my life in these streets. Because everybody now wants to be a gangster now these days. Everybody now want to be a gangster until the real one shows up. Because I know for a fact, they try to be all gangster, they try to be all thug. Until the real one shows up, they're gonna shut up quick. Because I got the respect for the real ones, just because they don't ever look at me like that. They don't ever look at me like that. Just because it doesn't matter about the face or the image, it's just because of my spirit, of my soul. I'm not trying to look tough. I'm not trying to look like want to be big, bad, want to be a scary one. Look like Big Larry has been in 25 years in prison of manslaughter. What? Everybody want to be a gangster now until the real one shows up. Dude, you was nothing but a phony just because you just worrying about everybody else's life. Because you was depending on everybody else just because you were so freaking soft. You got no energy, no nothing going on just because you was a freaking father, because you don't even go by these chores. Until the real one shows up, they're gonna put them in blast, which means reality checks. And when they come to me, they're gonna give me so much report and so much good enthusiasm just because that's not how the life I live it, okay? Just because about a year ago in September, it was this real feminine woman that was going to buy those things back in the day in South Central LA. But when she moved here, she seen a lot of goodness. Because I y'all don't even know it. Because I attract the divine feminine women. Just because they call me handsome, all this and that, just because I have always been that real one. But these women want to be snap, dude. They ain't feminine just because they want to get all the tattoos, all the makeup, all this and that. Really want to be like a thigh. Really want to show all of their cleavage. That ain't feminine. That is whoredom. Because beta males, simple-minded ones, will definitely fall for it. They will fall for it just because they cannot control themselves. They cannot control their sexual urges. I am the last man standing, and just because I am aware when it gets to it. I can just see through their crap before they are about to head out, before taking some action. Because I don't care what you do, but I just know what they do behind the scenes. Oh snap. Kojo, hey. I know you don't want to be by yourself, but you got a friend here. Okay, so yeah. Hey buddy. It's a nice buddy, isn't it? Kojo. He's nice, isn't he? He's nice. But at least he ain't no narcissist, but he's even more like a free spirit one. Because I really want a cat person, but my grandmother really won't allow it. But great. My sister, hey, don't get on his bed. Cool. So say what? Oh snap! My phone is about to die, but I did not even know. So it is 7%. And that is so freaking long. Okay. So I'm about to be catch y'all later on making a vlog later, or do it again tomorrow, just because I am going through awakenings, because it's not how it really is, because that's why I'm seeing a lot of it, because I thought I was definitely going insane. I thought I was so much emotional, but no, I was definitely going so much awakening, because I was recently seeing, hey, come on. Oh, no, come on, Cujo, come here, come on. Yeah, this is a very, very manly dog here. Come here. Hey, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Y'all biting the phone. Okay. Woo. Man, he is strong. Okay, so I'm about to go. See your brothers in the few. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Or as always, stay conscious. And I know for a fact after this live stream, I'm going to be having a low unsubscribers, which means people will be unsubscribed. I don't give a damn. But thank you for watching my stuff for so many months and weeks. It's an honor, but I won't miss you. But don't come back after you just unsubscribe. But you can take these words with you. But keep that in mind. But don't you try to be like me, because that you ain't truly me. That's a fact. So I see y'all soon. Massacre.